Imagine this. You wake up tomorrow, grab your coffee, and look out the window. But instead of a bright sunny morning, the sun looks smaller, way smaller. And every single day after that, it keeps shrinking. That's because in this wild scenario, Earth has been yanked out of its orbit and is now drifting into the cold, empty void of deep space. So what happens to us if our home planet suddenly loses the sun as its anchor? Let's break it down. First, the setup. Earth normally orbits the sun at a comfy distance of 93 million miles. That orbit is like a perfect racetrack, keeping our seasons predictable and temperatures livable. But if a rogue star or passing black hole gave Earth a gravitational tug hard enough to knock us free, we'd be set loose, flying off like a marble shot out of a slingshot. No more orbit, no more cozy sun, just endless space. At first, honestly, you wouldn't notice much. For the first few minutes or hours, everything feels totally normal. The sun is still in the sky, the birds are still chirping, people are still doom scrolling on their phones. But then the subtle changes begin. Within 1 week, the average global temperature drops by a few degrees. Doesn't sound so bad, just sweater weather. But give it a month, and we're down below freezing almost everywhere. The oceans? They start crusting over with ice. Rivers and lakes frozen solid. Basically, Earth becomes one giant do-not-lick popsicle. And here's the kicker. Plants can't photosynthesize without sunlight, which means the food chain collapses fast. Crops die, forests wither, and suddenly, every salad you've ever ignored becomes the most valuable thing in the world. But what about humans? Could we survive a sunless Earth? Surprisingly, maybe. People would probably build underground cities powered by nuclear or geothermal energy, basically giant heated bunkers. We'd grow food with artificial light, recycle water like astronauts, and tell our kids bedtime stories about that glowing ball we used to have in the sky. Tell our kids bedtime stories about that glowing ball we used to have in the sky. Now, let's zoom out. What would Earth actually look like, drifting through space? The night sky wouldn't have a day anymore, just stars. And remember the moon? Without the sun's light, it disappears too, just a dark rock orbiting us. Days, months, and years stop having meaning. Time becomes this endless stretch of darkness with no calendar to keep track. Basically, your boss can't yell at you for being late anymore because Tuesday no longer exists. Silver lining. Okay, here comes the big reveal. After a few 100,000 years, Earth would keep getting colder until the surface temperature bottoms out around 400 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than Pluto. The atmosphere would eventually freeze and fall as snow, burying the planet under frozen nitrogen and oxygen. Earth becomes a giant ice ball silently drifting between galaxies. From the outside, it would look like just another frozen world, lifeless and abandoned. Except deep underground, maybe, a stubborn pocket of humanity is still hanging on. And here's the most mind-bending part. If Earth drifted long enough, there's a tiny chance it could get captured by another star's gravity. Imagine waking up millions of years later and suddenly, bam, there's a new sun in the sky. Whole new solar system, new constellations, maybe even a new chance for life to thrive again. Earth could get a cosmic second chance. If Earth was pulled out of orbit, we wouldn't all freeze instantly, Hollywood style. Humanity might scrape by underground for thousands of years, but unless we found a new sun, our planet would eventually become nothing more than a frozen space rock. Still, it's fun to imagine Earth as this wandering traveler, drifting endlessly through the stars, carrying the last spark of life in the universe. And hey, if you enjoyed this cosmic thought experiment, hit that like button, subscribe for more what-if scenarios, and share this with a friend who loves late-night space debates. Because who knows, one day, Drifting through the dark might not just be science fiction. And hey, if you enjoyed this cosmic thought experiment, hit that like button, subscribe for more what-if scenarios, and share this with a friend who loves late-night space debates. Because who knows, one day, drifting through the dark might not just be science fiction,